morning. Retta's Recovery Reminders. I hope everybody is having a really great weekend. I've had a rough couple days. I had some emotional upset with my family, a family member, um, my mother. I struggle. I was abandoned when I was 11 by her, and I forgive my mother. I know that we do the best we can with what we have, but I still have emotional trauma, and I have my own abandonment issues that I have to work through. I have been focusing my energy on getting my life together in my recovery because I want a connection with my children. What mother wouldn't? I've been illegally kept from my child for the past 5, 6 years by my ex's family who had custody. Okay. I'm trying to, do the right thing legally so I can have that visitation and, trying to do the right thing in my life. And I reach out to my mother. I don't know why I still do it because it upsets me more times than not because she's not in the place where I am. And I have to understand that just because I am aware of, my behavior and my patterns doesn't mean that everyone is aware of their behavior and their patterns and how their behavior affects someone else. And she came at me with, like, why aren't you grateful someone is taking care of your child? Like, whoa, hold up. I am, and I have been for a very long time. And I made that very clear that I was grateful that someone was caring for my child, that I couldn't. Okay, but I can now. And I want to at least have connection, so I can explain my side to my child. It wasn't lack of love for him, it was lack of love for myself. And I was caught in negative patterns that I thought were me. Okay. And I can't move forward if I'm still illegally being kept from my child. So I'm trying to do things to move those blockades in, with prayer. And, I've called attorneys, things like this. I'm trying to do the right thing in the right way. Okay. When I got that response from her, it triggered an emotional just tsunami of feelings like, how dare you? Like, just because you had another family that you did right by doesn't, like, cancel out what you did to me. And I still have those feelings, no matter what work I've done to overcome them. That pain is still within me. And, she was like, no judgment, huh? I don't judge myself anymore. I have very good judgment about other people's behavior. I stopped judging myself because we can't love ourselves when we're judging ourselves. Okay. I've learned to judge why I feel the way I do because of the things I went through as a child. Okay. I don't blame my mother. Like I said, she did what she had to do. She was doing the best she could with what she had. That doesn't negate the facts. Okay. I am trying really hard to rise above those hurtful, overwhelming, painful emotions that claw at me from the inside. Okay? I am doing the best I can. I didn't have a perfect family life. I've been on my own since I was 16 years old. So if that doesn't give you a little idea, I've raised myself. And I didn't do a really good job for a very long time. It took me 50 years to get into some kind of stability. And that's what I don't want my child to have to go through, which is why I'm doing everything I can to try to make sure that he knows that it's not his fault. It's not anything he did. It's mine. I am to blame, not that baby. And I want to make sure he knows that because I didn't get that. I didn't get any of that. Okay? So I want to do better than what was done to me. And I believe that that's why we have these things done to us, because we want to do better. And for a long time, I didn't, because I was stuck in my pain. Okay? I didn't know how to get out of the cycle. I chose to get out. I didn't care how I was going to get out of those painful ways of thinking, feeling about myself. I don't know. Sorry. Thank you for letting me vent. I don't know what to do with the pain sometimes. And I used to numb it. And now I don't have that. Comfort anymore. So I get stuck in them and I just have to process. Okay, this is from that. How do I make it okay with my adult mind by putting it in the pieces where they belong? Okay, this wasn't my fault that I was left at 11 years old. It wasn't my fault that my mother chose, a 10-year younger man rather than taking care of her 11-year-old daughter, And now I think back, she told me I used to have dreams that would come true. And I wonder if she was frightened of me. Anyway, sorry about the delay. I ran out of room on my phone. I don't know. It just makes me wonder, really. I know now that I am different. I thought for a long time that there was something wrong with me. And now I know there's nothing wrong with me. It's the world. I am sensitive and caring, and I have a compassionate heart full of love. And that is, the odd man out in the society we live in today. And that's what I've realized. People act like they have really big hearts, but living in this society has taught us that, step on anybody to get ahead. And that's not what we're about as humans. We are one people. We're all in this together. And people do things to hurt people's feelings because they feel hurt. And it's a really harmful cycle that we just need to get out of. Let's all just love each other and have compassion. And I don't know. We're all in this together, y'all. I will know love when I realize truth is powerful and meaningful expression of love. You have to really love someone to tell them the truth. Because you love them, you want them to have all the information available to help them be the best they can be. You tell them the truth because you want them to be able to make choices and decisions. You want them to have everything they need to fully weigh their options. More important, when you really love someone, you want to tell them the truth as a sign of your respect for them. Wow. You not only love them, you respect them and are capable. You respect that they are capable of handling the truth. It is not a sign of loving someone to withhold information you think will disturb them. It is understandable that you want to spare their feelings. However, it is not loving. It is not a sign of loving someone to do things you know will cause them grief and lie to them about what you have done. When you love someone, you conduct yourself in ways that not only honor them, but in ways that honor you. When you love yourself, you honor yourself. When you honor yourself, you can honor others with the truth. It is not a sign of loving someone to watch them engage in conduct that is potentially dangerous and to say nothing. You may not know what to say or how to say it, but if you love someone, you will figure out a way. You will figure out a way to let them know that you cherish and honor them, but that you do not support their behavior. When you love someone, it is okay not to like their behavior. It is okay to let them know. When you love someone enough to tell them the truth, chances are you are giving them exactly what they need in order to realize just how much you really do love them. Until today, you may have been withholding the truth, censoring the truth, or deciding just how much truth a loved one can handle. Just for today, be devoted to finding loving ways to let others know the truth about themselves that you already know. Whatever you have to say, begin with, I love you so much. Today, I'm devoted to expressing the truth as a sign of love. Wow. And that's true. When we're not honest and true about how we really feel, about how other people have made us feel, and we continue to stuff it down and hide it, like with my mother, I have a lot of hurt from being abandoned as a child. But now I'm an adult, it's my responsibility what I do with that hurt. And I've chose to turn it into love for my child and making sure that my child knows how much I really do love him. Even if I didn't love myself enough in the past to bring that into, this realm. I was caught in my negative, destructive patterns of thinking. I am no longer. I am in love now. And I love myself. I love my family for everything that they have ever done for me. I love my child. And I love the people who cared for my child when I was not able to. But I am now. And for you to keep him from me is something inside of yourself that you need to take a look at. I love y'all. I hope everybody has a really blessed weekend. Do your best to just keep loving your heart and make the right next decision through that love. I love you guys. Be blessed.